undergraduate students and non-undergraduate students work together to produce a series of narrative artifacts using a variety of techniques and media which represent the life of Sheffield and everyday lives in Sheffield. I think for me what the course is really about is about first of all building working relationships between people from very different backgrounds and producing something interesting and challenging from those relationships. And secondly, the sort of underground processes of thought, writing and study that kind of feed into the exhibition.
The fact is that it's student-led. I mean, the students dictate what's going to happen. We have an idea of the structure, we have an idea of what we kind of want to achieve. But how that looks, how that achievement looks, what it represents is entirely down to the students, and that's incredibly exciting to be involved in. There's also a sense of kind of philosophical skill base that's developed, which is about transferring academic ideas and making them more presentable to the public. So kind of developing a public understanding really of what it is that universities do and what sometimes what might appear to be quite abstract skills that you develop in a university setting can be reapplied in kind of public focused context. I think that's really important. I think that's about developing a sense of active citizenship, kind of giving our students an idea of what they can offer to society more broadly. And that's really important, particularly in the arts and humanities.
For a student to really excel on this course, they don't only have to do stuff, they also have to reflect analytically and critically on what they're doing. So the sort of one of the many invisible parts of the course is the huge amount of writing and thinking that students are doing in their journals. They keep a weekly journal, and their final reports. Staff on the course give students things to think about and go away and explore and use.
I think I've enjoyed the way the modules sort of work. I enjoyed the seminars, just sitting in here and talking and working in quite sort of a restricted manner. It's been nice. It's a nice change from the normal sort of lecture format. You've got to be able to sort of think of your own ideas and put them down on the page and make them somehow.
Do you find it helps you with your
yeah, absolutely overlaps. I mean, it's a chance to use different skills and approach things in a different way, which is helping me with the rest of my degree. And I can approach other essays in those sorts of ways.
We've done today, I've done a recording and we're downloading some pictures of my work and everything, and I've done a recording of me growing up as a child, you know, and my adventures and everything. So what we're going to do, we're going to like do my story, but we're going to do like pictures at 70s, because I'm doing it on Peter Shilton and everything and footballers, but I'm going to do like a, you know, a recording over the top of it, like, and that's what we've just been doing. Innit, Rachel? Get Rachel in.
So we're going to mount this up onto like a polystyrene board, so it looks like it's got a hard cover. Put this up on the wall, bind it with some like ribbon and stuff, and then we're going to make a sort of smaller version for people that are in the exhibition to write their own fairy tales.
Can you spell my name?
Milo, yeah, that's me.
We're sending you an email.
About what?
About my research.
I'm with Mike, the ginger one. He's really cool, kind of quiet guy, but he's got a really good sense of humour, and he's always got something. He's always bringing something in.
Well, I had absolutely no idea. I thought, well, if I've got to tell stories, I've nothing to say. You know, I've no idea anything interesting to say, and I was quite nervous. But each time I went to the induction, it got better and better, and I realised I did have something to say. That stories after all. So I went forward with that and realised I had quite a few stories in the end. So yeah. I got looking forward to it. Before I was a bit nervous and I didn't know want to go, not sure I should go or not, and then felt, yes, benefited from it.
What have I most enjoyed? I always find this a very difficult question, you know, what's the best, what's the most, and the rest of it. To choose one, what would it be? I think it would be listening to Barbara discussing her life and her life as it has been and as it is now, with such openness and honesty. And this was reflected in the photographs she took around her flat that she's only been in for a relatively short time that made so much hers. And the pride and confidence that she's learnt, and part of that is through being on this course. And you know, the lady has said as much, and I think that's an inspiration to us all, regardless of how old you are.
I'm Dawn Kelly and I'm a third year English literature student doing Story in Sheffield in third year. We did a lot of projects outside of the university, such as Women of Steel and Storing Rotherham. Women of Steel was a project where we met a group of women who worked in the steel industry in World War II, and we spoke to them, interviewed them, collated photographs and video and audio to make a film about their lives.
Anyway, what about that one?
Yeah.
Because we can use a white background, we just need a shadow of some kind. Or create a shadow.
Did you say anything? Could you bring those two to the shadow?
Alright, what if we give you a quick...
Oh, here we go, yeah. Where's my camera? Marvellous.
The exhibition is a public statement, and I think that's sort of critical, really. I'm kind of interested as an academic in making what we do in universities accessible to lots of people and showing that universities are relevant in the public sphere. So I'm kind of interested in the public understanding of what goes on, and I see the exhibition as part of that and as part of us giving something to the city. And also about inculcating a sense of pride in what's gone on.